There's no one here that cannot close his or her eyes. And if your daughter is in New York City, she's right in front of you and you're embracing her, you feel the touch of her hands and her hair. It's simple heart sense. He's shaking hands with this judge in his imagination. He feels the touch of the hand, he hears the voice, congratulations, and all the things going with it. He flashed the movie in his mind, knowing that all the power of God would flow through that image in his mind. Thought of freedom, thought upon thought, a thought of freedom, a picture of freedom, the image of freedom, and the mood of freedom. Thought upon thought, image upon image, mood upon mood, passes from thought and picture to function and fact. His thought of freedom, his image of freedom, gradually sinks into his subconscious mind. It has to, by repetition. And then the subconscious is compulsive. He's compelled to freedom. Yeah. In other words, you can overcome any destructive habit in the world by that simple law. Utterly simple, beyond words. That is, your Bible tells you, keep your lights burning and your loins girded. The wedding feast is your mental and emotional union with your freedom and peace of mind. The return of the Lord is the response of my subconscious mind to my conscious thinking and image of it. Yes. And now keep your lights burning in the Bible means let your sense perception be keen. Learn to know the laws of life. Be on the beam, be aware of the truth. And your loins girded, meaning know the creative law of your mind. Then the Lord of the law will always respond. There is no use saying, I'm God's perfect child, or I'm whole and perfect now. If you believe that there is a germ or a cancer or something out there that can kill you or can destroy you, there must be no verbalisms. In prayer, you give no power to any external thing, germ or the atmosphere or stars or jinx or anything in the world. The minute you do, you cease to be a scientific thinker. You're double-minded, unstable in all your ways. You don't give power to any created thing, anything in the phenomenalistic world. Germs or anything in this world you don't give power to. You give power to the Creator. When a man gets cancer, fear seizes him. When he says, I'm finished, I'm done for, he's through. It's only a manifestation of fear. All he has to do is change his mind and he changes his body. Fear is man's greatest curse. Quimby in 1847, he said, I take a man from the street. He never heard of the word cancer. And he has a little lump, maybe he fell down. I say to him, you've got cancer. It has no effect upon him, he never heard of the word. He said, if we didn't have so many names, we wouldn't have so many diseases. The doctor went into Mrs. Moriarty's home, and he examined her husband. He said, I'm sorry, Mrs. Moriarty, your husband is dead. Immediately he got up in bed, he said, indeed that I'm not dead. And she said, shut up, the doctor knows best.
Sie sagte, brauche ich wohl nicht zu übersetzen, sie sagte, halt's Maul, der Doktor weiß es besser.
A sister of mine was a nun in Lowestoft, Suffolk, England. She's now in the next dimension. Very religious. Very religious. She was conducting a pilgrimage to Lourdes. I have seen people healed at Buddhistic shrines. They offer oranges and money to a statue. In talking to them, they have had remarkable, miraculous healings. The same has happened in Buddhistic shrines. They never heard of Jesus or Mary or Joseph or Buddha or any. They're healed by their expectancy and their belief. Their imagination is fired. They're full of expectancy. They have blind belief, and the subconscious heals them. Their own subconscious is the only healer in the world. Nobody heals you. the surgeon removes a block tumor. He said nature will heal you. The psychologist, Freitag, will try and get rid of guilt in your mind. When he does, immediately the healing power is released. Chiropractor tries to manipulate your neck to let the healing power flow through you. No one in all the world heals. The healing power of God is within you. He may use a different technique, a modus operandi. They're all tapping the one healing power. No one heals by a different method than you do. For there's one method, according to your faith, is it done unto you. Faith or scientific faith. Now, she told me this man in Lowestoft was blind from birth. Congenital blindness. And he said, sister, can I go, I'm a Protestant, can I go with you to the pilgrimage to Lourdes? She said, hey, anybody can come who wants to. When he reached Lourdes, they put him in this bath. People with all manner of sores, suppurating wounds, go into that bath. The fellow got a sponge, began to wash his eyes and his whole body. His vision came back. He saw clearly the rest of his life. What was that? Blind faith. He went there. He was 75% healed before he went there. He went there with expectancy. He heard about some miraculous healings in his own town. His imagination was completely fired, enthusiastic, He was impregnating his mind all the way up to Lourdes. Then when the minute he reached the waters, he impregnated his subconscious mind. He said, all I know. He said, I was blind, and now I see.